Truckers 200 brings out some of the best competition all over the state of Florida, and I'm going to introduce you one of these drivers. This driver came a long way from a few years ago, running in the back of the pack, the middle of the pack, and now running up front. But it's not just a driver, it's one of the young lady drivers we got here in Florida. Jessica Murphy, the New Smyrna National Champion. Tell me about it. How was your season?
Well, it started off real bad. I started blowing motors and finally kicked it in gear, and I won 10 races in a row. And then after that, there's no stopping me, and I just won the championship. And you know, Logan, he was there. He was a tough competitor, but I held him off for the past 3 races so he couldn't catch up. So.
All right. And how far was the margin on the points lead?
I think 75 points.
That's quite a bit, and I tell you what, I watched you out there for a few of these practices, and you seem to be running down a lot of these trucks out there.
Yeah, I'm running down a lot of them, but this is my tough track I've been at. I've either wrecked or blew a motor or something happened to me. It's tight in the center, we can't figure it out, but you know, we're going to come out there and try our best to get
200 laps, you going to hang on there?
I'm going to hang on.
All right, Jessica Murphy, I tell you what, one of the stoutest drivers we got here in Florida. Good luck. The Murphy Motorsports Dodge, man, she's been running real good. Be watching her, she'll be up front. We caught up with another great drivers here. Gonna enter his truck in the Truckers 200. Number 92, Michael Senzi. Truck looked pretty good, but looked like it had a little bit of a push out there. Your crew's working on it.
A little bit better, but every practice run, I mean, Todd, my dad, my mom, just working on everything, and it's getting better. So we'll be there at the end of the day.
All right, and how's the practices been going so far, other than the little bit of problem you had?
Actually, it's been pretty good. The first practice, we got the tires all warmed up, got them settled in. We got another set settled in, and about towards the end of the practice run, we're going to throw on our qualifying set, see what we can do.
All right, tell me about some of the sponsors you got on this truck.
I'd just like to thank American Racer Tires, Dirty Paws Motorsports, and haven't really practiced this yet, but I kind of forgot the guys on the hood, but I'll get that down by the end of the night.
There we go. I tell you what, Michael Senzi, he's been running strong, got quite a few wins under his belt this year, did real well in the points, got a top 5. You got to be proud of this young man, man. Take a look at him. He's one of the big names, again, coming out of Florida. All right, we got Scott Reeves here driving number 21 Chevrolet, but don't forget now, this older gentleman here definitely took the championship in the fast car. Tell me about it.
It was an up and down year. We started off real solid. Second part of the season we struggled and ended up being a brake issue that we didn't know we were fighting. And finally at the last race, I mean, it was a good heads-up race with Kevin Henry. He was great to race with, and we managed to sneak by him late, and then he broke, and so the last 10 laps there was no pressure.
Sometimes it's better be lucky than good, right?
Oh, yeah, it helps to be both.
Yeah, tell me about some of the sponsors you got on this number 21 Chevrolet.
They had a Specialized Telephone helped us out this year, and Goodson Concrete, and mainly my family.
Yeah, that's definitely the big supporting factor. All right, it's a whole new venue, 200 laps today at the Truckers 200.
It was a last-second decision for us to come. I'm not sure we're prepared for it. It's a new truck, and it's a heck of a way to break it in. Yeah,
I tell you what, man, you definitely don't want to come to a Truckers 200 run this many laps. Even though you're going to run 2 separate 100-lap intervals, you're going to have to take a break. Scott, good luck. Mr. Reeves, definitely a fast car champion. We'll be seeing him more. He might be there at the end. Just be looking for that number. I want to introduce you to this driver. This is Travis Hansen, the Coulter Motorsports number 141 Chevrolet. Man, how's your season been going?
All right, so far we had a little bit of trouble early. We wrecked our primary. Joey Coulter let us run this one for the rest of the season. We're doing all right in the fast car series. We ran second a bunch of times. Looking for a win here tonight.
You haven't got the first win this year?
We went over to Charlotte County one night and got one of their local races, but haven't had a fast car series win yet.
All right, definitely. This is going to be a long, grueling, hot race. The weather, compared to last year we had 30 degrees. Now we're at 90 degrees. Temperature going to be a factor.
I think so. I think it's going to make the tires live a little less. I think that the name of the game in this race is going to be survival, though, the first 100 especially. We're going to need to take right sides halfway through, definitely. The tires aren't going to live as long as they did last year. So.
Yeah, last year a little bit cooler. The trucks seemed to hold on a little bit longer. But like you say, you're going to have to settle in for the first 100 laps, settle in for the next 150, I guess 50 laps after that, and then the last 50 you're going to make a charge?
Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. Just keep the nose on it the first 150 and then the last 50. Maybe just stay in touch with the leaders for the rest of the race.
All right, tell me about some of the sponsors you got on this truck.
We've got primarily Coulter Motorsports. They really helped us out this year, especially for this race. A little special sponsorship to get to this one specifically. So.
All right, Travis Hansen, the Coulter Motorsports, number 141 Chevrolet, also part of the Tempest Cycle team. They're definitely going to be coming strong. Watch out for Travis Hansen, 141 Chevrolet. This is always one of my fun interviews. Ross Chastain, champion at Charlotte County Motorsports Park. Man, that must have been a hard fight.
Oh, that was a hard fight all season. I mean, we traveled around, and then it kind of fell apart. We had some guys break away, but we were able to hang on for the championship. It was a long year.
Yeah, Seth Greco definitely made you work for it.
Oh yeah, there wasn't one race that we could just take it easy and run for points. It was every race like it was the last race.
All right, 200 laps tonight. What is it going to hold for Ross?
Well, no, it's my first race in the truck over 50 laps. I mean, ran the late model a couple times, 100 laps, but nothing in the truck over 50, so we'll see.
Is the truck's a little bit harder to drive, a little more top heavy, it's a little harder to handle?
Yeah, I mean, the late models are so much easier to drive, and these things are just, you really have to fight them, and in 200 laps, it's going to be a long race.
Ross Chastain, Charlotte County Motorsports Park, championship, number 1 in the points for the 07 season. Good luck tonight, Ross, and maybe he'll hang in there and show them that the young kids can play with the big boys too. Rick Moxley, how you doing? I tell you what, Rick last year was definitely one of the star drivers. Didn't qualify real well, seemed to fall back after the first 100. Worked your way back up to a top 5, man. It must have felt good.
It did feel good. I'm trying to better that this year, though.
All right, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to go for number 1 this year. I got a little bit of work left to do, though.
All right, how's the truck running?
Truck's running good. I think we have some carburetor problems, but we're going to get that fixed.
All right, tell me about some of the sponsors, because I tell you what, this truck is definitely phenomenal looking.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, my company sponsors Finish Line Site Development. You know, we got Southern Racing Fuels comes on board and helps us with all our fuel. Pro Shocks helps us out, and of course my dad.
Yeah, got to thank Dad. Well, you haven't been in the trucks a whole lot this year, and I understand you haven't been doing a lot of points racing.
Yeah.
Well, what have you been doing?
Well, we've been running modified races. We've been doing some super late model racing, you know, here and there with the trucks. You know, just really hadn't been chasing the points this year. Been trying to do a little bit of everything, try to get some more seat time in different type of cars.
And just keep it fun.
Yeah, and keep it fun, exactly.
Keep the family
man.
involved.
Yeah, when you're not having fun, it's not worth it.
Rick Moxley, definitely one of the star drivers we got here at Truckers 200. He'll be up front again this year like he was last year. I hope you qualify good, Rick. Good luck.
Thank you.
Tell you what, John Kidwell, man, you've had many good runs this year. Definitely, unfortunately. All right, we cut. All right, relax. All right, we got up with John Goodwell. All right, stop. Leave me alone. Take 5. Tell you what. This is John Kidwell. You've had some great runs all year long. Unfortunately, you moved out of Florida. Tell me where you're living.
Concord, North Carolina.
What brought you up there?
I'm just trying to get
a little more exposure.
Yeah.
Get your name out here a little better.
Definitely. We're trying to get in a late model.
Okay.
Just trying to sell the truck so we can get a late model. So.
Right. So you're down here displaying it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But you definitely qualified the truck up front, so I mean, it's definitely going to pay off. You know, to help me get some lookers at this car.
Well, yeah, we had a good qualifying. We same time as we did last year. It was a 15:37.
Right.
But qualified 7th out of 32. And just going to keep it the first 100 laps nice and smooth.
Right. Keep it out of trouble?
Yeah, keep it out of trouble. The next 100 laps, keep it up there. And the next 25 laps left, charge up to the front.
All right. And, but that was like today's a whole new, seems to be a little bit hotter. What happened?
Yeah, we going into middle center. We broke pit to the center lane. And just went straight towards the wall. I was hoping that it didn't go towards the wall, and thank God it didn't.
Yeah, it seemed to keep it off the wall pretty good. I tell you what, John Kidwell is definitely a class act in driving these trucks. Trying to step up to the super late models, probably Hooters.
Oh yeah,
Hooters Cup, ASA.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the sponsors real quick.
Well, I got my dad sponsors M&T and Bobcat and Cleanup Service, Accelerator Racing Chassis, and my good friend Jim Green's shop, Jim's Muffler Racing.
Right, and then helping you keeping this whole program going?
Yeah, he helps out a lot, and my dad, my mom, I got my Eric and Josh and my brother.
All right, John Kidwell, he finished 5th last year.